What's up, tribe? About to get us all set up, though. Okay? We're about to get set up. So happy to be here. I love you guys. I love being here and sharing space with the tribe. Okay? Ooh. Asheo. I got a message for somebody. I got a message for someone. Okay? First message is everything is okay. Okay? Everything is working out beautifully. Somebody is tapping in because they want to know if they're going to be okay. Okay? And if that's you, I just want you to know you're going to be alright. I'm just shuffling, y'all. Hello to anybody who's tapped in with me. Happy Cancer season. Happy Tuesday. Twerk Tuesday. Twerk something. Or is it titty? Show a loop. I don't know. They got a lot going on. I'm going to call it Twerk Tuesday, okay? Okay. Wheel of Fortune. A message for somebody else. Somebody, the tides are turning in your favor. You are about to experience a windfall or some sort of sudden shift in your finances. Okay? Ooh, this is good. I wonder who this is. So we got the Lovers, the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. Somebody is in a soulmate relationship, or someone is in a relationship that they are married to. Okay, and I feel like it's ending, and somebody knows that marriage, that partnership is ending, and they're worried if they'll heal. And I think that the first card might have been for you then, because Spirit is saying that you're going to be all right. Regardless of how this looks, you're going to be all right, because I do see that your cup is still going to runneth over. There is something positive coming in for somebody. And Eight of Cups shows you turning away from old habits and old people and old experiences, okay? Turning away from those old experiences will bring in you something new for your cup to... So yeah, this previous cycle with this person is ending. It's absolutely ending, okay? And so part of it ending it's ending to open you up for something else, okay? To give you the freedom that you want. You're calling in different stuff, okay? So that's good. I'm just starting off with those. I don't know where those are coming from. I was shuffling cards and those messages jumped out, okay? So I'm going to start with updates. Well, everybody who, I'm putting the call out, so whoever comes in, taps in, right? But so here are our updates. For the month of July, I celebrated my 30th solar return last month. And so, yeah, I run away in self-care and retreat and just connection, right? Just really to fall deeper into the connection with myself. And it was just so wonderful. It was such a wonderful experience. So now that we're back and we're back moving for July, I want to give you all of our updates for July. So this weekend on the 10th and then the following bi-weekly for this month, we are going to be in the Lakewood Mall. Hannah's Healing House will be featured in the Lakewood Mall. I'll have the exact location and suite number for you all on the 10th, actually the day of. So everybody will have all of the insight and all the information. I'm so excited to expand with you all and with the collective and the community in this way. And so we're only bi-weekly. We're going to be there for the 10th and the 24th. Starting August, we'll be there consistently, okay? And so we'll tap in with you all with specifics in regards to that as we get to August, okay? Hey, Jaffe. Now, for the full moon, y'all, we've got the full moon in Cancer coming up on the 23rd of this month, okay? So we are hosting our full moon experience on the 23rd. So this is our our spiritual bath prepping class. We connect with all of our vendors and different communities in the, different entrepreneurs in the community. But it's really a time for self-healing, deeper self-love, deeper self-care, connecting with your people, connecting with your tribe, and just really personal expansion and evolution. So this space is curated for us to heal, yes, with Grandmother Moon, to heal, yes, with one another, and to release things that no longer serve us, right? So full moons focus in on release, okay? Which is a great time to release anything, any old thought patterns that aren't serving you, any habits, okay, any people, okay, maybe a job. Somebody is going to be walking away from a job. Somebody, per the last reading, somebody's going to be walking away from a relationship, you know. So full moons, which is on the 9th, y'all, the new moon is on the 9th. The new moon on the 9th is in Cancer. The new moon is a great time to set intentions, okay? Excuse me for that. The full moon is a great time to release. I was right, but the full moon is going to be a sign. It's in Aquarius. The full moon's in Aquarius. The new moon in 3 days is in Cancer. So Cancer is my sun sign. I'm a Scorpio rising, though. But Cancer highlights family. Cancer, we govern family, we govern home, we govern finance, in relation to the home, security in relation to the home. It's just overall big Cancer energy. And I'm not just saying that because it's a new moon in Cancer season and I'm a Cancer. I know tons of Cancers. We're saying that because it's a great time for us to manifest and create something different, y'all. It's a great time if you want to set some new intentions for your family. Maybe some new goals. Some of you are trying to conceive, right? And calling in expansion in your family. Now is a great time to set that intention, okay? When you set your intentions with the new moon, you write these things. One way you can tap into the moon's energy is you write down what it is you want to see, what it is you're manifesting, what it is you're creating, and then I want you to burn it. Burn it into smithereens. Get rid of it. And once you get rid of it, what you can do now is now your body, now your brain, now your energy can hold space to hold something more. That's something that feels better. And you can set some new intentions, possibly with a full moon, to release. Because when you set intentions to create with the new moon, you want to make sure that the previous full moon, you created the space so that that stuff can flow in. So what do I mean? I mean, if you have a cup full of milk, all of your dreams and your intentions, and you never release them to God, you never let them go, you never take a sip, right? Then the cup is full. And so if you decide you don't want milk and you want a little juice, okay, you want to apply a little of your magic to the situation, right? Overflow. It's an overflow. Now we're mixing in mass, we're mixing unintentional work with intentional work, which it's only going to get unintentional work. It's not going to give you intentional work if your foundation is not built solid. So this is why I say this new moon is in Cancer. If you were already in tune with the previous full moon, then Ashe, this would be a great time for you to create some space and set some new intentions, okay? Now, if you were not in tune with the previous full moon and you're wanting to tap in with this new moon, my suggestion would be just do some moon gazing. Make yourself some moon water. Put some water inside of a glass mason jar and let it charge under the new moon's energy for that full 24-hour window. And then on the next full moon, on the 23rd, I would empower you to release, to write down what no longer serves you, to write down what you're wanting to pull out of your existence, to write down what no longer aligns with your highest and greatest good, and let it go. So that way next new moon energy comes around, you freed yourself, you freed your body, you freed your mental capacity to be able to take in more. And because you freed your body, you've also freed your body to welcome in more. I've had such a long, beautiful day, and I'm just grateful to be here with you all. That's my response to my rhyme. And so yes, you do want to do full moon rituals, some of the things that we're going to do on our full moon, for our full moon manifestation course. We're going to prepare a spiritual bath together. Spiritual baths are so important. Like I said, I have clients that I actually prepare baths for. And if I had a million tubs to prepare them for everybody, I absolutely would. But unfortunately, most of the time, most of my clients' homes have anywhere between 2 to 6 tubs inside of them. And yeah, that's a very limited amount of baths. But I curate sacred baths. I can come to your home space and curate a sacred bath for you. No, I ain't washing you and all that other stuff. I did get some very creepy comments about that. Those fellas have been blocked. Because I activate these baths for spiritual purposes. I create baths for the kings and the queens for spiritual purposes, for protection, for more self-love, for detoxing, for healing, or whatever your intentionality is. I go to spirit, I get the downloads, they tell me which crystals and herbs are going to be best for you, and we prepare that bath. Now, the reason why I'm so hands-on with creating this full moon experience every full moon is because I personally believe every full moon, everybody should be bathing, okay? I believe every full moon, everybody should be submerged under water. The reason I feel that way is because water, like I say all the time, water holds memory. Water holds memory of our past, present, future, our truths, our untruths, our lineage. Water holds that, okay? And so you can program your water. Excuse me, y'all. You can program your water. You can program the water you drink. You can program the water you bathe in. You can program the water you soak in. You know, if you're, or the water you jump in, if you're at the spa or whatever, you know, wherever you are, your intentionality to program your situation is exactly what the magic. It's the magic that's inside of you. So when we come together for these full moons, we put all of our intention together into preparing a collective spiritual bath. So of course, everybody has their own individual intentions, right? And you'll see during class how we set the tone to really be supportive of one another's intentions and not so much be there for self. Some days we're gonna have times where y'all have seen me. I've said at a couple of full moon spaces, like, nah, today is 100% a selfish self-care ceremony, and we're only going to think about ourselves. We're only going to think about the things that we want to see happen, be it for ourselves or for the immediate selves that would affect us around, whatever that is for you. I wanted you to take your power back and express from that space. We're moving in with a different space now because, like I said, this space is going to be co-ed. I usually host these ceremonial events for the goddesses only. So this will be our second full moon experience that's co-ed, and I'm doing this also because I do want to incorporate more of the masculine into our healing. It's important, y'all. It's really important that as us women and divine feminine are doing the work to rise and tap into our divinity and our power and really expand, it's important that we are passing these lessons and these medicines on to our kings. Because I get a lot of men who inbox me all the time and they're asking me how can they be better for their women, how can they learn more about the womb journey, how can they be more respectful, how can they obtain a strong black goddess. And the truth is, our black goddesses, all of our goddesses, right, we've disconnected from our divinity and our strength. We got women who think they don't need men, women who are so in their masculine energy that they are the toxic masculinity that they're afraid of, right? How? Because we're raised by either mothers who are very alpha. We're raised without fathers present to teach us the difference between masculine and remaining feminine. And then we get into these relationships that we did not do the proper womb work and check before we engaged in them. And so they leave us broken and hurt and in a space and in a status of chaos, dare I say, confusion, mistrust, right? Where we're not going to trust the masculine energy. If the fathers weren't there to show us that we can trust men, then we're going to be looking to partners to show us that we can trust men, right? And they're always going to let us down, okay? Because it's not a matter of if your expectation is to be with someone or to partner with someone because you don't want them to let you down or because you've been let down before and you just want to see, you just need to know if all men are different, like that's unhealthy and you need not to be in a relationship right now. Because you're offsetting that trauma onto your partner, okay? So it's important. I do practice Tantra, and I do have clients that I work with husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, girlfriend and girlfriend, boyfriend and boyfriend. I've had beautiful experiences with you all where we focus in on breath work. We're tapping into our own divinity. We're doing eyes, soul gazing, okay? We're doing breath work. I call it divinity crushing, okay? It's like my favorite thing to do because we're learning to crush on one another's divinity, okay? So at this full moon experience, we will have a little taste of divinity crushing with my Tantra practices. But more than anything, I do empower you all to come out and just experience the experience of the full moon. Okay, we're going to have sound meditation. There's a goddess who's going to lead us through a very sensual, erotic dance. And it's just moon work. So while this is taking place, I am going to suggest us all tap into our dance and our sensual energy. If you came with your partner, you dance with your partner. If you came without a partner, dance alone. Maybe your partner will support you. Whatever that could look like, or whatever that would be. The ultimate goal is to get us back to ourselves, is to connect us back to each other, and then connect us back to the planet. And then have that understanding that we are the planet. The planet is I. We are the same, you know? And then we can move out of our traumas, move out of our lower selves. We can move out of the chaos. We can move out of the disconnect from our womb, the disconnect as men to our feminine energy, the disconnect as feminine energy to our feminine energy, right? Go fucking figure. So this is the portal. This is the vortex. This is the work I do. So for anybody who knows anything about astrology, my midheaven is in Leo, which is my soul's purpose, okay? Midheaven is in Leo, so big things, you know? Big, great, grand things. And I've got Venus and Mars there, okay? That's the masculine and the feminine, the man and the woman, the boy and the girl, the husband and the wife, whatever. I'm here to help in big ways, the masculine and the feminine energies. And so I love you all. I support you all on your journeys. Man, I feel you. I love you. You know, I want to listen in. And there's a host of beautiful women who really want to listen into your heart. I ask the gods all the time, how are you feeling? Don't tell me how you are. Don't tell me what you're doing. Don't tell me what you've done. Even though that's important, and I do want to hear all of that, I want to hear how you're feeling. Check in with me while I'm checking in with your heart, because a true check-in with me is checking in on the heart. The clothes, the expensive situations, whatever that is for you, that is your mask. That is what's covering you. And that's what makes the beautiful vessel that you are even more beautiful, right? I want to know what's going on inside, because that's how I can be of true support to you, with you, for you, okay? I ask my queens all the time, how you healing, how you building, and then how you feeling. Because I want to make sure the women are tapping into their womb. I want you to know how important tapping into your womb is. Knowing your womb's power, knowing your womb's journey, knowing your womb on an ancestral level, the shit that you've experienced as a divine being, not just in this life, but in lifetimes before. Understanding the experiences of your womb as it relates to grandmothers, aunts, mothers, all of that. I say how you building to my queens, because I want to know what you building. What are you creating? Because if you're in tune and your womb is active and feeling whole and you're feeling connected, you're creating. That's your creative portal. So I'm asking you, how are you building? What are you building? And I want to know how you're feeling, right? Your heart space, the same things. So these are just my perspective and my ways of checking in. So if that empowers my feminine to check in better with the divine masculine, amen. If that empowers my divine masculine to check in better with our divine feminine, amen. Check in deeper. For men, it is a lot about their feelings. Men are very logical. They're in their head. They're thinkers. They can see things through before they even happen, right? Whether they're wrong or right. Men are just so in their head. So for women to communicate with a man, one or two things has to happen. Either you're going to want to communicate from a less emotional perspective when it's serious, which I recommend. Communicate with more logic when it's actual serious conversation. But if it's not serious and it's just an emotional connection between you two and that moment, right? A simple check-in with how their heart is feeling is amazing. Wondering how your man's heart is feeling is amazing. It's amazing. I can't count the times that I've had husband and wife couples sitting with me for therapy or Tantra sessions, and they're like, the masculine's like, she's never asked me how I'm feeling. She doesn't take into consideration how I'm feeling, but she wants me to know how she feels at every moment. Tap into her feelings and her emotions. And I'm like, well, ashe, because women are emotional. And then ashe, because you're logical. And if she's emotional and feeling emotional, there's no way she's going to be comfortable to connect to you logically, right? But then the reverse of all that is, yes, women, it's insensitive. It's not fair. It's not kind for you to, if you like a little self-care bath and a booty rub, why don't you think he'd like a little self-care bath and a back rub? Some might like a booty rub. I'm a booty person, but, whatever. Whatever it is that your God King is going to want, whatever it is that you are wanting. But if you don't take the time, if you don't take the initiative, if you don't ask, then you won't know. And then, like I said, it was one of the most scariest experiences for me. I sat with a masculine client who had been with his wife and he's still my client. He's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful being. But he was with his wife for about 25 or 26 years. And literally, I knew more of his secrets and his truths than his wife did. And I've met with both of them on several occasions. I've met with them separately on several occasions. And it's just really interesting how wives, or how I've seen it multiple times, how women don't create safe spaces and havens for the masculine to express, okay? So this is not to those who are already wives and already connected and have developed a deep, intimate relationship with their partners. But for those who are seeking partners, for those who are in relationships and you feel disconnected, like the shit's ending, or maybe it's not going right, or there's something not happening the way it should be happening, I empower you to consider that there's a little feminine energy inside of that masculine that you love that also needs love, that also needs to know that his heart matters, that needs to know his word matters, his thoughts matters, the way he'd like to guide, it matters. It's not like he's the creative portal of life. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's the conduit of heaven and earth. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he has the moon cycle. It's not, there's a difference. But we matter. We all matter. My kings, you matter. You matter. I empower you to speak to your partners. Speak to your wives. If you're, babe, you know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling this. I need you all to get in tune with how you feel. Tell me how you feel. Tell your partners how you feel. I love it. I love to know. I love to know, because when I know, I can do better. I can behave the way that's supportive of your healing and your journey. I can support you on your journey with tips and tricks and tools, right? Or I can just simply love you better, right? I can just love you better because I know there's no doubt about this experience with you, because you've made it plain, right? You've made it clear. Most of these marriages that result in separations, besides finances, but that result in separations are because these men are not feeling safe. And y'all think it's like, oh, it's the hoes, it's the hoochies that want to suck the dick glitter style with, monkey style with glitter shooting out their nose or whatever. And that's not the case. Don't get me wrong, a goddess in tune with her sexual and sensual energy is a vibe, 100%. But that's not the reason why he's leaving you. It's not the reason because she's got wild monkey style sex. Maybe she's got conversation. She's got true compassion. She's really nurturing. She listens to him. He needs to be listened to. He needs to be heard. She rubs his feet. She rubs his back. She graciously and thankfully prepares and cooks his food and brings it to him on a plate. You feel me? She thankfully draws his bath. She thankfully keeps their home clean, right? No man wants a dirty home. No woman wants a dirty home. It's important that we connect to each other on a vibration that's true and that connects us from heart to heart, okay? So I'm just going to post this on my page, y'all. I will be posting this on my YouTube channel. And for anybody who is interested in getting a reading with me, I'm ending this segment now because I actually have something to do. And I didn't get any tap-ins. But blessings, peace, and blessings. If you'd like to get a reading with me, DM me. And we'll tap in with all of that. And if y'all have any questions for me, if you're in a relationship and you want to book a couples therapy or Tantra session with me, a couples Reiki healing session with me, a couples sound healing session with me, let's do it. Let's do the work to build healthy, strong family foundations, especially in my community. Especially in my community. The Black and brown community, I need to see it. I need to see it. I'm here for it. I'll do everything that I can do, that I'm supposed to do, that I'm called to do in this existence to make sure that we are in alignment with our divine assignment in this way. I love y'all. Thank you for listening.